Tonight, Joe McComb and Paulette Guajardo face off. From Chris 6 News, this is Decision 2020, the Corpus Christi mayoral debate.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us for this Chris 6 News special, the 2020 Corpus Christi mayoral runoff debate. I'm Kat Uriarte, and I'm going to be the moderator of tonight's forum, and I am joined tonight by my friend and co-anchor of Caja Telemundo, Nina Martinez. Thanks for being here, Nina.
Thank you. Yes, of course. And we're also joined by John Moritz with the Corpus Christi Caller Times. He has more than 25 years experience covering Texas politics.
Glad to be here. Thank you.
Now, the mayor's race has been a highly contested one. As you know, the race started off with 9 candidates, and now it's down to 2, incumbent Mayor Joe McComb and City Councilwoman Paulette Guajardo. And this is why, during last month's general election, McComb had more than 34,000 votes, garnering 32.9% of the vote. Guajardo walked away with more than 33,000 votes, 32.2% of the vote. According to city election laws, if a candidate does not win more than 50% of the vote, the 2 candidates with the most votes then must go to a runoff. Now, before we begin tonight, we do have to thank the American Bank Center for allowing us to bring you tonight's event from the Salina Auditorium. And how's this for a little bit of history? For years, this facility was known as the Bayfront Auditorium, but in 1996, it was named after the Queen of Tejano, Selena Quintanilla Perez. And this auditorium has hosted Selena, the Johnny Canales Show, which airs right here on Chris 6, and hundreds of artists over the years. It seats more than 2,500 people, and it is one of the most popular entertainment venues here in the coastal bed. So we do want to thank the American Bank Center for allowing us to use this facility again and to do this debate from the Salina Auditorium. Now, it's really important that we mention this, that we initially planned to ask Corpus Christi residents to attend tonight's debate, but because of the pandemic and with the number of COVID-19 cases rising across the coastal bed, we opted to record this debate and broadcast it instead, allowing you to watch this from the safety of your own home. Now, us here, our candidates on stage, we are taking extra precautions to remain as safe as possible. You can see that we have our Mayor McComb here and Councilwoman Guajardo, who are standing well over 6 feet apart from each other. And Nina, John, and myself, we are also social distancing. We are seated nice and comfortably at a good, safe distance here.
Before we begin tonight's debate, we want to pay tribute to those who have served our country and fought for our right to vote. We do so by starting this debate with the Pledge of Allegiance recited by the students from the Dr. Maria Luisa Garza Gonzalez Charter School on Greenwood.
I pledge. I pledge. I pledge. Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Now, before we get to the questions, we do want to thank our mayoral candidates for accepting the invitation to be part of this debate, and welcome. Thank you to both of you. Now, listen, before we get to the questions, again, we do want to talk about the rules that we have asked our candidates to follow. We have asked them very simple things like, let's keep it civil and to make sure that they don't go over their allotted time. We are going to begin our debate with opening remarks, and each candidate is going to have 2 minutes for those remarks, and then they're going to have 1 minute and 30 seconds to respond to each question during the debate. And we are going to wrap up our coverage by giving Mayor McComb and Councilwoman Guajardo 2 minutes for closing remarks.